Order in the court. Order in the court. It's time for Justice with Sweet James.
The man who has a shredder at his office so industrial to destroy your information after you settle your case that, like a nuclear missile being launched, it needs 2 keys and it's got a door because you don't want to get your arm caught in there like the end of Mannequin. Remember when Kim Cattrall almost went in that Mannequin shredder and was saved at the last moment by Andrew McCarthy?
Like a tree chopper?
Yeah, I don't know why that was in the back of the Macy's. I don't know why that was in the back of the Macy's, but it was there.
Yeah.
And those mannequins were just being gobbled up. That's what his angry ex-girlfriend in the trench coat ordered. Mannequin, a great movie.
Yeah.
Joining us right now, Sweet James Bergener, the dense beard of justice. Sweet James, did you go and buy that shredder, or did you call like an office person that puts office supplies together? How does a man get a shredder so industrial, so bougie?
That thing is made in Germany, man. It's like hardcore.
So,
do you rent it or did you buy it?
Yeah. Oh no,
Tell
we
us
had to
its
buy
legacy.
that thing. Well, look, you just said something earlier about taking privacy, about keeping my clients' information privileged.
That's right.
12 plus years, I get subpoenaed all the time for client records. I've never turned any over. In 12 years, I write a nasty letter. It's amazing. You subpoena my records. You're a lazy lawyer. You know, you're eroding the bedrock of our foundation. I've never turned over. I've gone to court. I really take that seriously.
What's the closest you've ever come? Closest you've ever come?
Never.
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 Just principle. I will
yeah,
never
absolutely.
Turn over. Okay.
Absolutely.
What do they want your clients' records for?
Well, typically, like it will be like years later, they'll have a workers' compensation claim, and they'll want to get medical records or something like that. So it'll be something along those sort of lines.
What if your client's like Jeff Bridges when he was a murderer in that movie, and you're like Glenn Close, the lawyer, and you get an affair with the guy, but then you figure out that he's bad?
Then what?
What do? You got him off, but then you realize he was the killer. Do you turn over the information then, Sweet James?
Hasn't happened.
Now, when you send that letter, is it just a picture of that industrial-sized shredder? They don't exist.
And my
just
finger.
The photo. That's it. Oh, your finger, middle finger, that shredder, and just one line? They don't exist.
No, I don't hide the ball like that. I don't lie. I've never been deceptive like that. It's just on principle. I'll fight it, you know?
Speaking of deception.
It's constitutional right.
It is. Speaking of deception, Sweet James, I was down at your offices not long ago. That's why I have knowledge of the shredder. Where do you hide the employees that have lost digits in the shredder? Because everybody I shook their hand had all their... Where do you put them? Are they in the back? Gardening? Are they blowing up balloons? What are they doing?
They do yard duty, yeah.
They better get a lawyer.
Nobody's lost anything yet.
Hell of a workman's comp claim on that one. You lose a digit.
That's why it's got 2 keys back.
There you go.
Yeah, 2 keys, baby.
James, it has happened in the past. We have seen massive judgments awarded to individuals because these tobacco companies were held responsible for their cancers, for their death. And now somebody we know very, very well, Tony Gwynn Jr., who hosts the post-game Dodger Talk show with David Vassay, sometimes Tim Cates. He and his family are suing the tobacco companies for recruiting a young Tony Gwynn to promote their smokeless tobacco. What kind of case do they have, and what is that precedent? I don't know if it was R.J. Reynolds or Philip Morris or who it was that had to pay those billions of dollars.
It was,
Can that be used?
Red Man. It was the Red Man himself. He came, he had to chief over all that money.
Well, actually, they probably have a really good case here. They're going to have to get a different sort of cause of action. As you know, back in 1998, there was a master settlement with the tobacco companies. But I think the angle is going to be exactly that you mentioned, Money, that, you know, they use this guy as their spokesman, that they, you know, bring him in, they make him this model, but they knew it was wrong. And so we'll see what's going to happen on that. I think it'll be solid.
Would you take the case?
Yeah.
I think that says it all.
Have you ever taken a chaw?
No, actually I haven't. Well, no, in high school I did once and I threw up.
Was it a chaw or was it a lipper?
Yeah, was it?
I don't know what the difference is.
And don't act like you're the only guy to take his first lipper and throw up, Sweet James.
Happens to a lot of folks.
Happened to me too.
Well, hey, I'm honest with it. There we go. What's a lipper? Is that just the thing?
Is it a chaw? Did it look like a collection of moist leaves that you balled together? Or was it like a pinch that you put into your lower lip? Did you put it on the side of your cheek of your mouth like a chipmunk?
And chew it?
Or your lower
On the lip. On the lip.
Was
On
it-
the lip.
Was it,
a lipper.
was it a Kopi? Was it a Skoal? What were you talking about? here?
Kodiak?
You know what? I don't
Oh,
remember.
the bear.
Or was it Chew? Was it Lancaster? Was it Redman?
Redman's a chaw. That's
Was it
a-
It
yeah,
was
man.
no. It was
that
big league.
chaw?
It was big league. It was big league.
No, that's gum. No, people mix the big league chew with the chaw.
Yeah.
Really?
They will do that.
Chaw
Wow.
and the leaves is the red man.
You know,
Kopi and the Kodiak and stuff is the lipper.
it might
Then
have
you
been
got
like
your camel sinews and your other things out there in the
Don't get us
periphery.
into snuff either.
Yeah. So what? What did you do in high school in Utah, Sweet James? Did
I
they even
think it
have that
was,
stuff around?
I think it was Kopi. I think it was Kopi.
Kopi.
If I remember right.
Came out of
Yeah.
that little circular tin.
Correct.
There
Now,
we go.
I was immediately, I worked for Delta Airlines as a baggage handler for 5 years, putting myself through undergrad. And
Who
a
do you
lot of
think
guys
we
on
are?
the ramp.
Baggage handlers?
Yes. Well, a lot of guys on the ramp would do chew, and at the end of the night, I'd see them, they'd spit out the chew. And God, there's one supervisor, he'd spit out his chew, and I watched him every night. And then after he spit out his chew, he'd stick his finger in and run it under his lip and just pull off all
Yeah.
this dead skin
Yeah,
out of his
yeah.
lip and flick it off. It was disgusting.
No, it wasn't dead skin. It was just the rogue chew that he had to pull
No,
out.
no. He'd spit it out, and then it was just this white
Oh,
Chewed that
thing of
much.
his skin, and he'd just flick it off. Yeah. it
He's
was
still alive, I bet.
disgusting.
did you ever steal any bags when you were working for Delta, or did you ever see anybody
No.
steal any bags?
Never.
Never saw anybody like rip
No.
a bag?
No.
In Utah? Come on, it's
Yeah.
a chaste place.
There
Out of
you
the
go.
toughest neighborhood in all of Salt Lake City, ascending to the heights of being an attorney in the great state of California. Sweet James Bergener, my personal injury attorney, 800-881-2021.